Mia cucina in Italian means my kitchen. And I have a delicious, super easy dish. It has quite a bit of ingredients, but it's so healthy, so delicious, so wonderful for us. And there's no fat Dario today. I'm not even going to wear an apron. I'm just going to be all in bloom. Everything is in bloom. The flowers are in bloom. The birds are having their babies. It's a wonderful time, spring. Let me give you the ingredients. What I have, but we're going to be utilizing 1 can of black beans that's been drained and washed really well. I also have a can of corn that I have done the same identical thing. I'm going to be using a 1/4 cup of red onions that I have chopped. I will be utilizing 3 tablespoons of 40 flax. I'm also going to be using 2 tablespoons of taco seasoning. I also have here is this, and I'm actually going to be using a goat cheese. Yes, a goat cheese that is Monterey, is that what they call it? It's like a pepper jack cheese, but it's a goat pepper jack cheese. And I found this at the health food store because milk for me, the milk bothers me, but now I can get it in goat cheese, and that's what I have here. I'm also going to be utilizing one beautiful, wonderful, you know what this is, of course, this is what's going to keep our quesadillas together. Yes, I'm just going to use one because I'm going to show you how we're going to do this. And then I'm going to show you this amazing, delicious salsa. So what I want to do here first is I'm going to walk you step by step. Is I'm going to start my power on high for now, and I'm going to use 1 tablespoon of my olive oil. The other one, I am going to save it for when I cook my tortilla. So to this 1 tablespoon, I am just going to add my 1/4 cup of red onions. And what I want them to do is I want them to start breaking down, and I have them chopped very finely diced, very finely diced. That's what I have here. And while that is doing its thing right here, it's only going to take a few minutes. By the time this is all done, you're going to go, what? That's how fast this is going to go. So that's what I have here. I'm going to turn my temperature down now. And what I want to do is I just want my red onions to just start kind of getting together with my olive oil that's in here, you know, and start, you know, kind of rendering itself. So what I want to do now is I'm going to bring your attention to the salsa part. I have a food processor. What I have here is 3 tomato, what I'm personally using is Roma tomatoes, and I use 3 Roma tomatoes that I have diced, that I am just going to add into my food processor. It's very simple transaction, just like that. I'm going to save that because I'm probably going to be transferring this to this right here, so I don't have to get so many bowls dirty. In the meantime, remember, we have an eye on the onions over here because, you know, we are going to double work it today. And like I said, this is going to be such an easy recipe. You're going to go, oh my goodness, I really want to do that. I want to thank you, all you beautiful people over there. Hello, Jeff, I see you. Hello, beautiful, wonderful people. Now, so remember, we have 3 diced Roma tomatoes. To this, I'm going to be adding 1 clove of garlic that has been minced. And I have 2 teaspoons of black pepper and 1 teaspoon of salt that I'm also going to go in here like that. Very simple transaction. And then what I have here is, remember, I told you about the clove of garlic, but I also have 1 smoked jalapeno. I grow my own jalapenos, and they are beautiful. So I'm just going to add that jalapeno right in here. That's going to give it a nice, you know, hump taste. A little spicy. You know, my father always say, you gotta have a little spicy. And spice is good for your blood. That's what my father would say. And then what I have here is that I took 1 stalk of celery and I have diced it finely right in here. It's going to go like that. Now, remember, we're still keeping an eye on here. So now my onion, it's ready for my black beans. So my black beans are just going to go right in here like so. I'm also going to add my corn in here. Just like this. Just like so. Alright, so remember, we are doing the salsa because this is going to be a soft flax quesadilla with Mexican flax salsa. And that's what we're doing. This is the salsa here. This right here, we are getting everything ready for our quesadillas. Now to this, I am going to be using, I have 2 tablespoons of taco seasoning here. And I'm going to take a good tablespoon and I'm just going to add the taco seasoning right in here like this. And then what I have here is, remember I talked about the 3 tablespoons of 40 flax. And 40 flax, you can purchase that through Amazon. Or you can go to your health food store. And I just want to mix all of this together to give this wonderful flavors. Because this is all now going to work together. This is going to pretty much going to be my filling to my quesadilla. Yes. It's beautiful. Oh. In taco seasoning, it just gives it such a wonderful flavor. Now I'm going to do another the other heaping. I have some 2 very heaping tablespoons of taco seasoning because I love it. So the rest I'm just going to save. And then I'm going to save my cheese. So this is going to be doing now we're going to forget about this part. We're going to come back over here. Remember, over here we added our 3 diced Roma tomatoes, 1 clove of garlic. I added 2 teaspoons of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of salt. I added 1 small jalapeno chopped. And then what I have here is 4 tablespoons of chopped cilantro that I'm also going to add right in here with this. All goes in here like that. I am done with that. Now, to this right, and let's not forget the onions. Yes, I do have over here a 1/4 cup of red onions that I'm also going to add in here like so. This is for my salsa. Get all these guys out of the way, push them all out of the way because we're done with that. And then what we want to do over here is we are going to pulse this. If I can figure out how to close it. Okay, so what I have here is I have the this is the flax oil that I have here, and what I have 3 tablespoons of flax oil, but I'm not going to add it in here quite yet, because what I want to do right now is I just want to pulse. Okay, there we go. Now you can have it as chunky as you want it or not. So I kind of like mine a little chunky. So I'm just going to come over here. I'm going to spread the love over here. Look at this, see how it's going. And then the rest of my taco seasoning, this is my secret. Shh. I don't like secrets. So I am going to add the rest of my taco seasoning. More flavor, right? We got to have the flavor. We got to have flavor. Flavor is wonderful. And then again, I'm going to come over here. And I just want to just pulse. Then what I want to do is I'm going to get a bigger bowl because I have a feeling that we're going to need a bigger bowl. In the meantime, let me come over here and let me finish sauteing. Oh yes, this wonderfulness. This beautiful that we have here. Remember the beautiful olive oil with the beans and everybody nice and nicey. It only takes a few minutes for everything to heat up because the beans are already cooked and so does the corn. So it makes it a lot easier. Now I want to get this out. I'm going to come over here. Oh, look at this salsa. Oh my goodness gracious. Put that over there. Let me get this over here. Oh my goodness, this looks so good. I want to get everybody out. This is going to be my salsa. I'm going to get this out of the way because I'm going to bring this plate right here that I have. And then I just got a little bit over here. It's no big deal. So now I want to go ahead and I want to bring the oil right in here. this beautiful oil that is so wonderful for us. Flax, read about flax, guys. I'm not a doctor. I am, I'm not a nutritionalist. I'm a home cook, and I just want to mix this very well. But while that is doing its thing over there, let me go ahead and bring this bowl, because what I want to do is, I'm going to shut this off real quick so it doesn't scream at me. And then we want to bring this over here like that. See that? Very simple transaction, right, guys? All right, so we're going to put this right here like that. I'm going to get this loosen up over here, because, sometimes this beautiful flax, gets kind of stuck in there. All right. So now I have this right here, the cheese right here. I'm not finished with this yet. I'm going to grab this, and I'm just going to wipe this over here. Let me get this over the sink so I can get everything out. Very easy. Come back over here. Put the rest of my oil in here. That's about another tablespoon. I'm going to use my brush, because what I want to do now is I want to bring my tortilla, and I am utilizing, because I'm gluten-free, I am utilizing gluten-free whole wheat tortilla. Yes, they do make those, and I just want to put it all in there. Turn this back on. My power right there. All right, so I'm done with this right here. Let me get this out of the way. Clean the decks over here, because you know me, I like it to be a clean cook. And then what we really want to do is we really want to mix this. And this, you can serve it with, because I'm going to fry up some of these other tortillas into smaller pieces. And then that way we can have this beautiful salsa. But what I want to do is I'm going to show you how I'm going to plate this. So the way that I'm going to plate this, I'm going to take a little bowl like so, and put this deliciousness right on there. Oh yes, baby, baby, baby. Oh yes. Look at this. See, guys? And then what I have here is I have some beautiful cilantro that I just kind of want to put over here, to make it pretty. I like to make things to look pretty. I'm keeping an eye on my tortillas. I'm going to put that on my plate right there. Okay, so now my tortilla is, I'm going to turn it over the other way, because I wanted to have it a nice, nice brown. So now it's doing that. And then what I want to do now is, I am going to go ahead and use the spoon anyways. Why not? I mean, it's already dirty. Why not? And I am just going to put that on just half of the tortilla. Because what we are going to do is we are going to fold it. And make it nice and thick, so, you can have some tortilla over here. Not all the way to the end over here. It makes quite a few tortillas, but I just want to show you this part. And then this is my goat cheese, my goat jack. I call it my goat jack, and I'm going to put that over there, put them over here, because that's what's going to close our beautifulness. Oh, yes. And I tell you guys, if you guys never had goat cheese jack, oh, it's delicious. So now I'm going to fold this guy over. Oh, yes. And then I'm just going to push it down. So get yourself a couple of these so we can, work with them. Alrighty. This is looking really, really good. I'm going to turn it over to the other side. And now I'm going to get my wonderful tortilla over here. Let me bring this to the middle over here, like so. Shut that off, even though I'm going to be making more. All right, it's going everywhere. So then what I want to do is I want to come over here. I want to cut these. Oh my God. These are so good, and they're hot. So I'm just going to put one over here. Oh yes. Be careful with these, because, they tend to want to go everywhere. Maybe do another one like that. Maybe another one like this. So you know what's in there. And why not? It's one entire tortilla, right? And just like that. And don't worry about these little guys over here. So then what you have here, let me bring it to you. Let me show you what we just made. We had just made the wonderful South Flax Quesadillas with this amazing, delicious flaxseed salsa. Look how beautiful this is, guys. Look at how beautiful the salsa is. Look at that. Okay, I want to thank all my sponsors. You know who you are. Thank you so much for joining me today. God bless every single one of you. Enjoy this beautiful mangiare.